James Franco pleads guilty to sexual assault, celebs react. Welcome back to our channel, Fabulously Famous. Today we are here to talk about James Franco pleads guilty to sexual assault, celebs react. But before we get started, subscribe to our channel to never miss any updates. So without any further delay, let's get started quickly. Actor James Franco, who is known for his appearances in movies such as Milk and 127 Hours, is accused of conducting sexual harassment of several former students who attended the drama school Studio 4, currently closed, that he ran. In a trial suit for sexual harassment, it was found that the James Franco legal lawyer authorities agreed to pay a settlement of more than $200 million. About 3 years ago, the MeToo movement, which was triggered by sexual harassment and sexual assaults by former Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein, had its influence on James Franco. As a result, the actor-director personality James Franco is accused of sexually assaulting and violating women at his drama school, which is now shut down. It was revealed one after another by the accusations of the victims that they had been involved in the act. Later, several students, including former Studio 4 students Sarah Tisa Kaplan and Tony Curl, were grouped in the Los Angeles County Superior Court for being forced to shoot a naked orgy scene as part of their lessons. I filed a lawsuit. According to the legal documents obtained by the USNBC, the distribution of the settlement money is about $74 million for Sarah and about $24 million for Tony Girl, and about one-third of the remaining, about $150 million. It is said that about $100 million worth too will be shared by other students. In addition, the remaining money will be donated to the National Women's Law Center. By the way, as part of this agreement, all parties to the proceedings issued a joint statement in which James Franco continued to deny allegations in the proceedings. The contents are as follows. The parties and their attorneys are pleased to be able to resolve some of the proceedings in this dispute and in dispute. Defendants continue to deny allegations in the complaint, but plaintiffs raise important issues. We admit that we are, and we strongly believe that it is time for all parties to focus on the abuse of women in Hollywood. All parties are of gender, race, religion, disability, ethnicity. Everyone in the entertainment industry, regardless of background, gender, or sexual orientation, agrees that we need to avoid facing any kind of discrimination, harassment, or prejudice. Besides, in the 2018 talk show interview, The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, James Franco said in a series of sexual harassment accusations against himself, "I have to take pride in what I've done, I think," he said. But he continued to completely deny the complaints from former students to this day. Since the day he was accused, he kept denying the allegations and never really spoke about it until he visited The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Again, talking about James Franco, he has been an unfaithful person so far. When we talk about responsibility, many feel like it is what many people in this world try to hold on to others for the mistakes and errors they have made in the past or maybe in their present also. The problem begins when people think that laws and regulations are under them and they continue with their wrongdoings. Yes, here the entire scenario describes James Franco and his behavior. It was a real celebration moment when James Franco won one of Hollywood's best awards at the Golden Globe Awards. He proved his non-traditional career as a leading bank actor, elite academic, and individual director. As already said, James Franco has been accused by many women, including students who have been the victim of various assaults and misconduct over the years. But they had to stop James Franco from sexually assaulting them. They had to pull a full stop to his wrongdoings. Believe it or not, there were quite a few people who initially warned us about James Franco and his behavior and his dark side, one of whom was Busy Phillips. She co-starred with Franco at Freaks and Geeks in her memoirs of 2018. She claimed that Franco, whom she describes as a bully, once attacked her on the set. As part of the script, the Phillips character had to tap Franco on her chest, but he was furious. Busy said she threw her on the flat ground on her back after grabbing her arms and yelling at her face, "Never touch me again." Later, according to a 2018 Hollywood report on the same incident, Phillips said James and herself had been talking about it for years and he apologized to her. Busy also said she was always keenly aware of her exhaustion, so she never really complained about it and she tried to understand it herself. Busy also said that Freaks and Geeks was a very early stage in James Franco's career, but he nevertheless showed such behavior. In addition, Phillips does not work with anyone who has made multiple allegations of inappropriate behavior. Another woman is Sarah Tither Kaplan, who won the Golden Globe Award in 2018 for James as the Best Actor in his role as a disaster artist. It was a day for him to celebrate his achievements, but I don't think it was a great day for those who were abused by him. Sarah said it was a slap in her face to a former acting student at a film school founded by Franco. She appeared in some of his works and was one of 5 women interviewed by The Times accused of Franco's behavior being inappropriate or sacrificed. One of his 4 students believes he is their mentor, and in some cases, Franco can offer them career advancement, citing his wishes even when they are uncomfortable. But nothing important happened to him, after which he tried to decline the accusation during a meeting with Stephen Colbert. As discussed earlier, he said in a talk show that he was proud to take responsibility for what he had done and that he had to do it to maintain his well-being. What I heard on Twitter is not accurate. Later, he added that if he did something wrong, he would fix it and have to fix it. On the same show, he also praised the accounts that came out earlier to share news about him. He fully supported the people coming out and voice because they haven't had a voice for a long time. I said I could put it out. I want to stop them. To be precise, he made himself more acceptable by praising them and at the same time denying all claims. But it didn't stop Hillary Dussum. She was a Franco student in 2012. At first, she thought he was really a very kind and kind spirit trying to help them there. But her feelings changed when she was chosen to appear in Franco's art film with a few other female students where I thought it was one. Another student said James Franco misplaced them, saying that the footage they shot would be used in Human Jeans commercials. Later, she realized that the video footage was used in strip clubs and was hostile rather than professional. Schmiel also recalled the scenery when Franco approached an actress who was forced to wear masks and lingerie for filming. He shamelessly asked them to take off their shirts and provide a close-up view of their bodies. All of them denied carrying out his orders, but Franco was furious and out of control. Really, he is a big AF ego guy. Moreover, Hillary also remembered when she felt like she was chosen because of her strengths, but later realized that she wasn't. All of her choices were based on her body image, and her manager admitted that she played that role simply because she got her lovely breasts. In addition, she said she didn't think Franco started teaching with really bad intentions, but he took everything wrong and deliberately hurt a lot. Katie Ryan met Franco at Playhouse West and took some classes from him. The actor said he always made everyone think he had a possible role, whether they are ready to do the sexual activity or take off their shirts on his project. She said she had received a large number of email requests from Franco for several years to audition for a prostitute or to play the role of a prostitute. While she responded to Katie Ryan's comments, Franco said she was unaware of her actions and commitments with Katie Ryan. This was all about it, and on that note, that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit like and subscribe to our channel Fabulously Famous. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section.